Hey everyone, welcome back to the Talk English Center, your cozy place to learn easy English through real-life conversations and real feelings at the same time.
Welcome back. We know your day is already full of noise, messages, and notifications.
We really want to thank you for giving a small part of your time to us today.
Yes, it means a lot that you chose to spend these minutes listening to us.
My name is Jack,
And I'm Emma.
and this is our English podcast for daily life conversations and honest, real stories.
Today's episode is for B2 to early C1 level learners, so the language might be a little more advanced than usual.
That means you may hear some richer vocabulary and longer sentences.
But if some parts feel difficult, that is completely okay.
You do not need to understand every single word to enjoy the episode.
You can simply follow the main ideas and enjoy the stories we share.
And if you want, you can always listen again later to understand more.
Think of this episode as a small break for your brain.
You don't need to study too hard right now.
Just relax and listen.
We will carry the English for you.
Although I have to say, someone here looks like they really need a break.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about you, Jack. Your eyes look very tired.
What do you mean? My eyes are fine.
No, they are not fine. You look like you slept only 4 minutes last night.
Okay, maybe not 4 minutes, but not much more.
Be honest, is it the same old story again? You and your phone?
Yes, it is the same story.
So, once upon a time, Jack and his phone decided that sleep was not important.
And now we have Sleepy Jack in the studio today.
Yes, we do, and I think Sleepy Jack needs some strong coffee.
Yes, we do. We have Sleepy Jack here today.
That's right. But don't worry, my coffee is strong and my English is fully awake, so everything is under control.
I hope so. But you said the weather is also causing problems.
Yes, the weather is very strange today.
What is wrong with it?
The sky cannot decide what it wants to be. 1 minute it looks sunny and calm, and the next minute it looks dark and dramatic.
So it feels a bit confusing?
Exactly. It's like the sky is saying, maybe I will rain, maybe I will not, just wait and see.
So the sky is as indecisive as you when you're in a restaurant.
Wow, you are already teasing me so early in the episode?
But it is true. When you read a menu, you study it like it's an important legal document.
That is because food is serious business. Choosing a meal is an important decision.
Of course it is.
But yes, the weather today feels a bit like my brain. It's a mix of bright and cloudy.
A mix of bright and cloudy. I think many days feel like that.
What do you mean?
I mean that in one single day, we can have some nice moments and some stressful moments at the same time.
That is very true.
But when someone asks us, how was your day, we usually just say fine or busy, and we do not say anything more.
Yes, we give very short and simple answers.
And that is exactly what we want to change today.
Our topic today is how to talk about your day in English, but at a higher level.
We want to help you describe your day in a more detailed, interesting, and natural way.
So instead of just saying fine or busy, you can explain your feelings and experiences more clearly.
And by the end of this episode, you will have more vocabulary and more confidence to do that. So not just I woke up, I ate, I worked, I slept. That's the very basic version of a day.
Yes, today we want to show you how to describe your day with more detail, more emotion, and more natural phrases.
We will walk through one full day together.
We'll start with the morning, then move to the afternoon, and finally talk about the evening.
And while you listen, you can think, that sounds like my routine.
Or you can think, oh, I could describe my day like that.
You can borrow any phrase that feels natural and true for your own life.
And near the end of the episode, we will have a short word tour.
In that part, we will slow down and explain some of the more advanced expressions from our conversation.
This will help those expressions stay in your memory longer.
So if something feels too fast in the middle of the episode, do not worry.
Stay with us.
We will come back to some of the bigger phrases later and explain them clearly.
And if you enjoy learning English in this way, with real stories, real feelings, and real-life vocabulary, please tap like and subscribe to the English Leap podcast.
It really helps more learners find this cozy and supportive space.
And later, in the comments, we would love to read about a small part of your day.
Maybe you can describe your morning routine.
Or maybe the most stressful part of your day.
Or maybe your favorite moment.
Try to use 1 or 2 expressions from this episode when you write your comment.
All right, now take a slow breath.
Get comfortable.
Maybe grab a coffee, tea, or a glass of water.
And let us start at the beginning of the day.
Let us start with the morning.
Jack, how does a normal day really start for you?
Okay, I will tell you the honest version, not the perfect Instagram version.
I like that already.
My morning routine is a little quirky.
Quirky means a bit strange, but in a cute or interesting way, right?
Yes, exactly. It's not perfect, not beautiful, not aesthetic. It's just very me.
So what happens first?
My alarm rings and I don't jump out of bed like a superhero.
Of course not.
I usually stay in bed and think, 5 more minutes and then I will become a responsible adult.
So you have a quiet negotiation with your alarm.
Yes, that's the perfect way to describe it.
Who usually wins?
Some days I win.
And some days...
Some days the bed wins.
That sounds very honest.
And on those days, I completely go overboard with the snooze button.
Go overboard means you do too much of something, right?
Yes, 1 snooze is normal. 3 or 4 snoozes is going too far.
And then what happens?
Then I start rushing in my head before I even stand up.
I know that feeling very well.
Is your morning similar?
It's a little different, but the result is the same.
What do you mean?
My body gets out of bed, but my brain is still asleep.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Honestly, I sit up like a confused penguin.
A confused penguin?
Yes, I'm awake, but I have no idea what is happening.
So you feel lost for a moment.
Exactly. Sometimes I don't even know what year it is.
That's dramatic.
It's true. And if I look at my phone too quickly, my mind becomes very noisy.
So what do you do now?
Now, I try to sit on the edge of my bed for about 30 seconds.
And do what?
I just breathe.
No phone?
No phone.
No messages?
No messages.
Just you?
Just me thinking, okay, I am alive. Good morning.
So it is like saying a small hello to yourself.
Yes, exactly. It is not a big spiritual ritual or anything very deep.
It is just something simple.
Yes, but it really helps me. If I skip those few quiet seconds, I feel scattered for the rest of the morning.
I know that scattered feeling very well.
You do?
Yes, that is why I really depend on my little getting ready routine.
So what happens after your negotiation with the alarm?
After I finally accept reality, I get out of bed and go to the bathroom.
And then?
I do the usual things. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and try to make my hair look like it belongs to a normal human being.
I can confirm that it worked today. Your hair looks very human.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
What comes next?
Then I choose my clothes.
Is that easy for you?
On a good day, yes. On a good day, I prepare my clothes the night before.
That sounds very organized.
But on a bad day, I just stand in front of my wardrobe and stare at my clothes.
And what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, who am I today? What is my style? Why do I even own this shirt?
So it becomes a small existential crisis in front of the wardrobe.
Yes, exactly. A deep life question at 7 in the morning.
That sounds dramatic.
It feels dramatic in the moment.
And after you survive the wardrobe crisis,
Then I go to the kitchen.
what do you usually eat?
Breakfast is simple. Sometimes I have toast, sometimes I have oatmeal.
Very classic.
I would love to say that I drink a green smoothie every morning.
But that would not be true?
No, that would be a lie.
Toast is honest. Smoothies are marketing.
Exactly. Toast feels real.
And then you leave the house?
Not immediately. Before I leave, I have what I call my big door moment.
What is that?
I stand by the door and do a full body check.
Like what?
Keys, wallet, phone, bag.
Yes, that little dance.
Yes, I tap my pockets like I'm going through airport security.
I do the same thing.
And during the rainy season, I also ask myself, umbrella, did I learn from last time?
And usually the answer is no.
Usually no.
For me, the thing I always forget is my headphones.
Really?
Yes, if I leave the house without them, I feel like I left without my brain.
So your real checklist is keys, wallet, phone, and brain.
Exactly. Without my headphones, the morning feels incomplete.
Yes, exactly. For you, the brain is inside the headphones.
That's true. Without them, I do not feel complete.
So after the great door checklist, I finally step outside.
And how do you feel at that moment?
I usually feel like the day is officially starting.
Do you go straight to work?
Yes, but if I can, I like to walk a little first.
Even if your commute is short?
Yes, my commute is not very long, but I try to have at least 5 minutes where I just notice the world around me.
What do you notice?
The light, the weather, people holding their coffee cups, the sleepy faces in the morning.
So you do a little people watching?
Yes, but I don't stare at anyone in a strange way.
Of course not.
I just observe. It makes me feel like I'm part of the city, not only part of my to-do list.
I really like that idea.
Sometimes I listen to music.
And sometimes a podcast?
Yes, and sometimes I let my brain be quiet and just walk.
That sounds peaceful.
What about you?
My commute is much louder.
Why?
I usually take public transport, and there's always some small drama.
Like what?
Someone is on a very loud phone call.
Of course.
Someone is fighting with the ticket machine.
That is very real.
And there's always at least one child asking why every 5 seconds.
So your commute is like free entertainment.
Yes, exactly. If I'm awake enough, I enjoy watching all of it.
And if you're still half asleep?
Then I just stare out the window and zone out.
That's a very useful phrase.
Yes, to zone out means you stop paying attention and your mind goes somewhere else.
So instead of saying, I went by bus, you can say, on the bus, I just zoned out and looked out the window.
It makes your story more alive and more personal.
Yes, it adds feeling, not just facts.
And then, after the little bus drama, you arrive at work or school.
Yes, and that's when the real day begins. So, Emma, when you walk in and sit at your desk for the first time, what happens?
I open my laptop and my day immediately says hello.
What does that hello look like?
Emails, messages, small problems, and new tasks waiting for me.
That sounds familiar.
Some days I feel calm and ready.
And other days?
Other days, by 9:30 in the morning, I already feel a little swamped.
Swamped means extremely busy with too many things to do at the same time.
Yes, it feels like you are standing in deep water made of tasks.
That is a strong image.
On those mornings, I try not to panic.
What do you do instead?
I make a short list and ask myself what really needs my attention right now.
And what can wait?
Exactly. I try to choose carefully instead of reacting to everything at once. That question alone is already a very useful tool.
Yes, asking yourself what really needs your attention can change the whole morning.
On a good day, I start with a few easy tasks
Why easy tasks first?
because I can whip through them quickly.
So to whip through something means to do it very fast and efficiently.
Exactly. For example, I can say, I whipped through a few simple emails in 15 minutes.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel capable. I think, okay, I can handle this. I am not drowning in work.
That's a great expression you can use. You can say, I was swamped this morning, but I whipped through some easy tasks first to feel more in control.
Yes, and that already sounds much richer than just saying, I was busy.
But I guess not every morning is perfect.
Of course not. Sometimes I do the opposite.
What happens then?
I look at all my tasks at once and completely freeze.
That sounds stressful.
Then I open one message and answer half of it.
Half of it?
Yes, because then I open another message.
And another one?
Exactly. And after a few minutes, my brain starts to feel frazzled.
Frazzled means very tired and stressed, right?
Yes, but not only tired. It feels messy inside, like your brain is overcooked.
That is a very clear image.
When I notice that I'm getting frazzled, I try to stop for 1 minute.
What do you do in that minute?
I breathe, I drink some water, and then I choose one single task to finish.
One thing at a time.
Yes, one thing at a time.
That is good English and also very good life advice.
What about you? When is your best working time?
Late morning is my best brain time.
Really?
Yes, if I do not destroy it by checking my phone too much, I can focus very well.
So what do you usually do then?
I like to do my deep work in that time.
What do you mean by deep work?
Writing, creating, planning, tasks that need full concentration.
And what about emails and small tasks?
If I'm smart, I whip through my emails first, like you do.
And if you are not smart,
Then I keep checking them all morning.
that sounds dangerous.
Yes, and then I end up feeling just as frazzled as you.
So we are living the same movie, just with different actors.
Exactly. Different scenes, but the same story.
Yes, many people think their day is boring.
But when you really look at it, there's a lot happening inside one single day.
Exactly, and your English can show all of that detail.
For me, one very important chapter in my day story is lunch.
Ah, yes, lunch, the hero of the day.
My relationship with lunch is very simple.
How so?
If I skip it, I suffer.
Yes, and the afternoon version of you will appear and ask, "Why did you do this to me?"
Exactly. Afternoon Jack is not a happy person without food.
So what do you usually do?
I try to eat at least something real.
What do you mean by real?
Not something fancy or perfect, just proper food that gives me energy.
That sounds reasonable.
If I eat too fast or eat while sitting at my laptop, I know I will pay for it later.
In what way?
I feel tired, unfocused, and sometimes even a bit irritated.
That makes sense.
What about you? How do you usually feel in the early afternoon?
If I am not careful, that is the time when I try to do everything quickly.
Like you're racing against the clock?
Yes, and I forget that haste makes waste.
That is a great expression.
Haste makes waste means that when you do something too fast, you often make mistakes and lose more time later.
Can you give an example?
If I write emails too quickly, I might send one to the wrong person.
That is always uncomfortable.
Or I include the wrong information and then I have to send another email to correct it.
So you create more work for yourself.
Exactly, more work and more stress.
So what do you try to do now?
After lunch, I try to slow down a little, even when I feel the urge to rush.
That sounds very wise.
So you can say, in the afternoon, I try to slow down because haste makes waste.
That sentence sounds natural and thoughtful at the same time.
What are your afternoons like?
My afternoons are usually full of people.
In what way?
Meetings, phone calls, messages, quick conversations in the hallway.
That sounds busy.
Sometimes I feel swamped with conversations, not just with tasks.
That can be very heavy for your social energy.
Yes, exactly. It is not only about work, it's about talking, listening, reacting all the time.
Yes, exactly. So one of my survival skills in the afternoon is to politely wiggle out of things that are not really necessary.
Wiggle out of something means to escape from a task or responsibility in a clever and gentle way, right?
Yes, it's not about lying or being rude.
It's more about moving away carefully.
Exactly. For example, instead of accepting another long meeting, I might write, "Can we handle this by email?"
That is smart.
Or I might say, "Can we do this next week when we have more time?"
So your secret is using good, polite sentences.
Yes, because if I say yes to everything, I go overboard again.
And then?
Then, by 5 o'clock, I'm completely drained.
That is a great sentence you can use. You can say, I was swamped in the afternoon, but I tried to wiggle out of extra meetings so I could focus.
It sounds natural and very real.
So what about the last part of the workday for you?
Late afternoon is a very interesting time.
Why is that?
Sometimes I get a second wave of energy.
That sounds nice.
Yes, on those days I can focus again and finish a few important things.
And on other days?
On other days, I feel like my brain left the building 1 hour before my body.
So your body is still sitting in the chair, but your brain is already on the sofa at home.
Exactly. My brain is relaxing while I'm still at work.
What do you do on those days?
I look at my to-do list and try to be honest with myself.
Honest in what way?
I ask, what can I realistically finish today?
And what can wait until tomorrow?
Yes, and I try to move some tasks to tomorrow without creating drama in my head.
That sounds healthy.
Because if I lie to myself and think I can do everything, I stay too late and still don't finish.
I know that feeling. What about you at the end of the day?
For me, that is the moment when I have to decide something important.
What kind of decision?
I have to decide, do I call it a day or do I pretend I'm a machine and keep working?
That is a very real question.
Yes, and let me cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase means to skip the extra details and go directly to the main point, right?
Exactly. Most days, I try to call it a day before I become completely useless.
Yes, so I'll cut to the chase.
Go ahead.
Most days, I want to be the hero who finishes everything on the list.
That sounds ambitious.
It does, but then I remember that tomorrow also exists.
That is a very important reminder.
Yes, because if I keep pushing myself too hard, I will feel terrible the next day.
So, what do you try to do instead?
On a good day, I close my laptop at a reasonable time.
Not too late.
Exactly. I take a deep breath and really call it a day.
That is a very advanced skill.
Not only in English, but in life.
Knowing when to stop.
Yes, knowing when enough is enough.
And after you finally stop working, you still have a whole second life waiting at home.
That is true.
So, when you walk through your door in the evening, what happens in your world?
When I enter my home, I need a small reset.
What does that look like?
I put my bag down, change into comfortable clothes, and just stand there for a moment.
You just stand there.
Yes, no music, no TV, no phone,
Just silence.
just silence. I let my shoulders relax and feel my body slow down.
So, you give your nervous system a small break.
Exactly. It is like telling my body, you are safe now. You can relax.
That sounds very calming.
Then I usually make something simple to eat.
Do you cook something complicated?
No, nothing complicated. I try to have at least a few evenings each week that feel really wholesome.
Wholesome means simple and good for you, emotionally healthy.
Yes, for me that can be cooking an easy meal, listening to soft music, talking to someone I love, or reading a book.
No drama.
No drama.
No extreme productivity.
No extreme productivity. Just a gentle, wholesome evening that helps me recharge.
That sounds like a good commercial for normal life.
Maybe it is, but normal life can be very beautiful when we actually live it, not only rush through it.
That is very true. My evenings also have two versions.
Two versions?
Yes, the good version and the what did I just do with my time version.
I definitely want to hear both.
On a good evening, I walk home slowly.
You do not rush?
No, I try not to. Or sometimes I take a short walk after I arrive home.
Why?
It helps my brain move out of work mode.
So it creates a clear break between work and home.
Exactly. Then I eat something simple, maybe talk to a friend or a family member, and watch something light.
That sounds calm.
It is not very exciting, but it feels wholesome.
And how do you feel after that kind of evening?
I feel rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated means fresh again, with new energy.
Yes, my body might be tired, but my mind feels clear and calm.
That sounds like a good balance.
I feel ready for tomorrow, not afraid of it.
And what about the other version?
The other version starts with me saying, I will just do a quick check on my phone.
That sounds dangerous already.
Yes, then suddenly it's midnight.
And you realize you went overboard again.
Exactly. I stayed online too long, watched too many videos, or kept scrolling without thinking.
And the next morning?
The next morning, I am not rejuvenated at all.
How do you feel?
I feel tired and a little angry with myself.
I think many people recognize that version of the evening.
Yes, maybe you are listening and thinking, this is my life, this is my day.
And that's the whole point of this episode.
Your day can look very normal.
But you can describe it in rich and interesting English.
You wake up and negotiate with your alarm.
You get ready and maybe forget something important.
You commute, you work, you eat.
You get swamped with tasks or conversations.
You wiggle out of a few unnecessary things.
You decide to call it a day.
You go home and choose between a wholesome, rejuvenated evening.
Or an overboard, frazzled one. Yes, because if I keep pushing myself too hard, I will feel terrible the next day.
So what do you try to do instead?
On a good day, I close my laptop at a reasonable time.
Not too late.
Exactly. I take a deep breath and really call it a day.
That is a very advanced skill.
Not only in English, but in life.
Knowing when to stop.
Yes, knowing when enough is enough.
And after you finally stop working, you still have a whole second life waiting at home.
That is true.
So when you walk through your door in the evening, what happens in your world?
When I enter my home, I need a small reset.
What does that look like?
I put my bag down, change into comfortable clothes, and just stand there for a moment.
You just stand there?
Yes, no music, no TV, no phone.
Just silence?
Just silence. I let my shoulders relax and feel my body slow down.
So you give your nervous system a small break.
Exactly. It's like telling my body, you are safe now. You can relax.
That sounds very calming.
Then I usually make something simple to eat.
Do you cook something complicated?
No, nothing complicated. I try to have at least a few evenings each week that feel really wholesome.
Wholesome means simple and good for you, emotionally healthy.
Yes, for me, that can be cooking an easy meal, listening to soft music, talking to someone I love, or reading a book.
No drama.
No drama.
No extreme productivity?
No extreme productivity. Just a gentle, wholesome evening that helps me recharge.
That sounds like a good commercial for normal life.
Maybe it is. But normal life can be very beautiful when we actually live it, not only rush through it.
That is very true. My evenings also have two versions.
Two versions?
Yes, the good version and the what did I just do with my time version.
I definitely want to hear both.
On a good evening, I walk home slowly.
You do not rush?
No, I try not to. Or sometimes I take a short walk after I arrive home.
Why?
It helps my brain move out of work mode.
So it creates a clear break between work and home.
Exactly. Then I eat something simple, maybe talk to a friend or a family member, and watch something light.
That sounds calm.
It's not very exciting, but it feels wholesome.
And how do you feel after that kind of evening?
I feel rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated means fresh again, with new energy.
Yes, my body might be tired, but my mind feels clear and calm.
That sounds like a good balance.
I feel ready for tomorrow, not afraid of it.
And what about the other version?
The other version starts with me saying, I will just do a quick check on my phone.
That sounds dangerous already.
Yes, then suddenly it's midnight.
And you realize you went overboard again.
Exactly. I stayed online too long, watched too many videos, or kept scrolling without thinking.
And the next morning?
The next morning, I'm not rejuvenated at all.
How do you feel?
I feel tired and a little angry with myself.
I think many people recognize that version of the evening.
Yes, maybe you are listening and thinking, this is my life. This is my day.
And that's the whole point of this episode.
Your day can look very normal.
But you can describe it in rich and interesting English.
You wake up and negotiate with your alarm.
You get ready and maybe forget something important.
You commute, you work, you eat.
You get swamped with tasks or conversations.
You wiggle out of a few unnecessary things.
You decide to call it a day.
You go home and choose between a wholesome, rejuvenated evening
Or an overboard, frazzled one.